Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Bringling.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for joining Design Your Unicorn, the pitch session. So I do this pitch session every week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. IST. So if anybody is having, it's basically a very informal pitch session. I just thought I'll just, share a little brief about it. So what we are working towards Design Your Unicorn is to help solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and business owners to help them sustain, adapt, and scale up their businesses right from an idea to a unicorn. Now, before you ask this question, I have not developed, I still don't have a unicorn of my own, but we have got a very good self-sustainable model. I have interviewed more than 2000 leaders and Fortune 500 CEOs to understand how does this process works out. I have been working more than 18 plus years with corporates, businesses, small businesses, startups, and supporting them on business strategy, business development, business process engineering, and digital transformation. Help them realize more than $100 million of hard savings and help more than hundreds of global brands by this time. So that's where we have 2 years back, I started drafting out my entire experience into a methodology using various concepts of Lean, Six Sigma, value proposition model, Simon Sinek, Golden Circle, your Delta 4 strategy, which has been very very much popular and being used by Kunal Shah. You guys must be knowing him. I have got mentored with from Ritesh Agarwal from who has set up OYO. I have got trainings from Ankur Variku, who has been who has set up nearby.com and actually sold his company to $100 million. We have got investors, mentors, successful founders who have started up their company right from scratch to $100 million companies and are now running multiple patents and basically they themselves are billionaires. So that's the background which we had. Now, because these millionaires and billionaires won't have time to really come up and support the early age startups or the entrepreneurs who are still at an idea level or basically an initial level. So that's where I thought that we will create this into a methodology, learn from them, put it up into a curriculum and create this entire structure. So we have created this Design Your Unicorn into the 5 stages. The one stage is basically starts from your idea stage, then it goes to your product development stage, then it goes to your traction, which is your revenues realization and investment fund seeking into that. Of course, investment goes parallelly into that. Then it's setting up the right processes and systems to have a large scalable models, and eventually you grow globally on that. So we work with a lot of organizations and partners globally with us in different countries to support startups and businesses. Currently, we are working towards Vision 2020-2030 to transform 1 billion lives, 1 million businesses, and 100 unicorns with an investment fund of $1 billion. So this will be a fund of fund kind of aspect, and we are working on various fund options of equity, debt, or revenue-based debt funding. So there are various options, and venture capitalists we are connected with who kind of trust us and our methodology because they get a more validated ideas. Eventually, all these methodologies and tools will be getting into a SaaS-based platform wherein every entrepreneur can actually use the AI system of the platform to create their business sustainability index and investment readiness percentages on the platform itself. So this is an initial understanding to know more about the challenges of the businesses or the startups. I do this pitching session every Wednesday to know about if you have already got the pitch ready and your business is investable, then we will take that business to our set of investors. If they like the idea and they invest into it, then we will take a journey towards the next level into it. Otherwise, you can join my 5 days program of the Pitch Readiness Challenge, where we help you on 2 major aspects. Typically, one on how to kickstart your revenues, even at a stage when you don't have a product, even if it is only at an idea stage, without spending too much money on sales and marketing, because initially startups won't have money. Second, we make them investment ready. We help them make their pitches, pitch decks, business models, financial models, so that they can they can really understand the investors' perspective, and they themselves can reach out to a lot of investors and actually get investments for their business. So that is what which we do. And then whoever qualifies that round, then we take them to the next level, wherein we help them with a 21 days business sustainability challenge, where we do a very detailed support system over there, followed by a one-on-one counseling with me on your business model, and we will eventually pitch you in front of the investors. And it's a basically a funding guaranteed pitching model. Basically, if you don't pay to our efforts or mentoring cost till the time you get funded. So that's the simple model which we follow onto that. So that's a little brief about Design Your Unicorn and what we are working. I myself is investing around 75 lakh rupees over a period of I think another 6 to 12 to 24 months I'll be investing. I have already invested more than $200,000 of done into close to 12 plus startups by now. I'll be investing more and more on that, and we'll be taking it forward from there. So that's a little brief about me and the company and the methodology. So with this, Vikash, I would want you to you can share your screen and talk about your business idea and what is that you're looking at. And any kind of question you have, feel free to ask.
Okay, sure. That's 1 minute. So can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
PackNet. So what we found is I'll tell you a little introduction about PackNet. So what PackNet does is it is bringing the suppliers of package industries like machineries, raw materials, whatever is required in a package. It brings them to a platform, an online platform where they can directly connect to the vendors. Now, when I say vendors, it means FMCG, whoever requires packaging, be it FMCG, be it pharma, be it shoe industry. There are so many things. There are so many industries that require package industries. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to have a platform, an online platform, where the suppliers can get leads of these vendors, and they can pitch to it and get work from them, from those vendors. So we have designed this. What happens in package industry is right now package industry in India is very fragmented, and there is no online platform for package industry right now. And whatever the suppliers do is mostly they go to exhibitions like there's Pack Plus that happens in 3 cities: Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Delhi, which cost them a good amount of money. And it gives, what Pack Plus gives is it gives a platform where people can come and see their machineries or products, whatever the suppliers are providing. So what we found out is these packaging industry suppliers understand their market well, but they don't know how to find new vendors. Like let's say a vendor sitting in a supplier sitting in Ahmedabad will mostly have his vendors in the region itself. So Gujarat will be one, and max it goes to West Bengal. So that is what we have found. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring them in this platform, and then give them a base where they can show their products, their company, and then get leads from them, and then get leads. So this is basically that we are trying to do. It's mostly right now what we have researched is still the lead generation, but we are researching more on the on how to like that's when it comes to mainly it's machinery. When it comes to machinery, because package industry is highly automated right now. To save time and get more products rolling. So what we are trying, what we want to do in the future. First, we want to research more, get in more depth of this package industries, because there are so many machineries that vendors require, and there's a huge demand from the vendor side, and how their supply chain works. So and so we are trying to with Partnet, we are trying to fill this gap, and bridge and bring both vendors and suppliers together. So so mostly so there'll be two in this. There are two business models. One is for suppliers, where they can get leads, and the other is for vendors, where they can find new suppliers, they can manage the suppliers, as well as they can even track the supplies that they are getting from the suppliers. So there are two business models that we are working with. So in this, they can have the suppliers mainly. We have done a lot of research with the suppliers, but we haven't touched much on the vendor side right now. So in the supplier side, they can get leads from there. They can set their whole company profile in this in Partnet, where vendors can come and check their profile, and they can contact them, as well as they can. I'm sorry, but they cannot directly contact them. They will contact those connections, or whoever the vendor wants to connect. We will get the information, and then they will pass on the information to the suppliers. And there is a dashboard that we have designed. So this is what we have designed for suppliers. So there is leads, the company profile, the users, if there's new clients, and dashboards that we have come up with. And what we want to do further also is we want to track the invoices there, contracts also. And because there's a huge problem in the loan, also because there's a huge problem in the infrastructure also for suppliers. We want to concentrate on growing their infrastructure as well. So this is what we are trying to do for Partnet.
So can you tell me what is that you're trying to do in one line?
We are trying to bring the vendors and suppliers of package industries together in an online platform, in a marketplace, in an online marketplace.
Okay. Now, what is this lead generation, company profile, and dashboard is all about?
So this is for suppliers. So new leads is the vendors that wants to connect a particular supplier. Let's say there's a supplier sitting in Hyderabad who sells plastic bottles, and there's a vendor who needs those plastic bottles. So that vendor can directly connect to these suppliers, and those leads, new leads, can come in the new leads place. Then there is company profile. As I said, company profile is important. It will be like a website where the suppliers, so the supplier can show their products, their company, and bring a trust with the vendors. Then users, when we say users, we mean one. It should there'll be more than one users in terms of supplier also. Let's say the founder of the company is also using, and the sales and marketing is also using, so they can use it together. When I say new clients, those leads that has been converted convert it, it will show it to the new clients. And then there's dashboard. When I say dashboard, it means all the how the growth is happening with so which we are going to show the pie. We are showing with pie chart and graphs.
Okay. What is your stage of the company? Do you have any customers right now?
No. We are in the ideation stage. We have found this problem since I think 2.5 months, 3 months, I believe. And we are in the ideation stage. When I say ideation stage, we are doing the primary research because there is no research, no secondary data available for the package industry over the internet. So we are going and talking to these suppliers. Whatever we can do, we are going and talking to them and understanding their problems.
So this website will help whom basically? You know, do you have got the packaging providers already? 5, 10, 20?
Sorry, I didn't.
How many packaging providers you have already spoken to? And
we have spoken to till now 50 or 45 up to 50 suppliers.
Where do they belong? Which area do they belong?
They belong to Bangalore, they belong to Ahmedabad, they belong to Delhi, they belong to this West Bengal. They come from all over the place.
Where are you based out?
I'm in Hyderabad because I said that Packless happened in Hyderabad also in September. So we went there and we had a talk on where you are and what were the challenges that you were getting, and we got the information of them, or company information, and we went and had a talk with them, whoever was near to us. So this website is going to help the suppliers as well as the vendors, but mostly the suppliers.
Okay. So these 50 vendors, why are you not putting it on your platform, or are they already there on your platform?
No, because we haven't designed the whole screens. Because I said that ideation stage, we are doing still the primary research because there's a whole huge amount.
How long you'll continue to do research? How long you'll continue to do the research?
We are trying to we are trying to finish the research by this month, because right now we are 2 people, and we are trying to do our best to concise the research, but the package industry's data is so huge that our hands are full right now.
When will you start making money?
How much? We want to launch this in April. April 2022.
Okay.
Why? Because April 2022, there's exhibition, Packless exhibition that is going to happen in April 2022 at Bangalore.
Okay. What about customers?
Customers, whoever we had a talk and we showed these screens to them, they like the idea, but they want to see the whole software. Right.
Who are your competitors?
Right now, I'll say indirect competitors are India Mart, and there's one called Bizongo. Bizongo is, but Bizongo is a place where you can go. You can, like, let's say Pharma Easy has to get its packaging done, so they get that. They get that work from them, and they deliver it to them. They even handle their supply chain. So that is what they do. So right now we don't have any direct.
Why will they come on your platform?
Because
India Mart and others.
Why? Because we are going to work directly with them. What happens in India? India Mart has its own limitations. And so, what we are trying to do is we are not trying to be just a lead generation platform. We want to give them an end-to-end support in terms of packaging, in terms of their work. Let's say if there's insurance that needs to be happen, they can do it from a if there's contracts to be signed, if there's invoices, if that PO to be signed, everything can happen from this. So we are trying to handle the supply chain of the whole package industry right now in this. But for at the start, we concise the data. What we thought that lead generation is one thing, because these exhibition cost them not more than 4 lakh, 4 to 5 lakh for per stall for 3 days. So and that it's I think 9 feet by 9 feet. The stall is or 8 feet by 8 feet, and those they bring on the machinery also. So the stall increase, the stall size increases, the cost also increases. The highest is goes to Delhi, and the number of customers, the number of footfalls that they see, Packless sees in Delhi only is 20,000. They saw it in 2019. They saw 20,000 people coming, and 300 to 400 exhibitors coming in from all over the world. I'm not saying India, from China, from Germany, from many other places, from Sri Lanka, from everywhere. Exhibitors are coming and showing their products in these Packless.
Okay.
Did you say something? Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying is that give me a little background about yourself.
I run a design agency here in Hyderabad. It's called Creative Days, and we do system design, user research, and user research, and as well as marketing, online digital marketing. We have been in this business in 4 years now. I have done my graduation and double masters in design from NIFT and NID, as well as Sydney University.
Okay. And how long you've been? You have any corporate experience, or
Yes.
it's only the design agency you've been running?
So I have worked with this agency. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. It's I worked in Mumbai for 1.5 years. There was this, I forgot the name. It's one of the more popular agencies. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. It's a US-based agency, and it's been in India since 2010 or 2005 or 10. I worked there as a account manager, and in the video production team. And then I came here, and I worked. I came back to Hyderabad because that is where my base was, and I worked for 6 months in a UX agency called Divami Designs, and then I started my own design agency.
Okay. Okay. And how long you have been after graduation? How long you have been working?
Total work X is 6 years.
Okay. So what is that you are looking at right now?
Right now, we are looking for a fund, an early investment, so that we can get the research properly done, as well as the product to be ready. I won't say research and then prototype, but
how much money you are looking at, and where will you utilize these funds?
We are looking for somewhere between 50 to 60 lakhs to develop this whole product, and then to market the product, it will cost us around the same 40 lakhs. So we are looking for 1 crore of investment.
Why will you need 50 lakh rupees for a product?
Because to make this product, because as I've already said, it's divided into two parts. First is the whole system for suppliers, and the other is the whole system for vendors. So to
So
develop.
hold on. See,
Yeah.
I see that you're making it on WordPress.
This I have made on WordPress.
Right now, WordPress already has ready plugins for vendor management as well as customer management. If you talk to any good vendor, they will get this website created in 20, 25, 30,000 rupees. And you from a creative industry, you yourself can prepare it probably yourself.
Yeah.
So why do you need 50 lakh rupees?
Because the infrastructure is infrastructure to
what infrastructure you need? You are not putting up a packaging industry, you're only connecting them. A simple WordPress site can do it. You can start. And what research you're talking about? The best research is the customer doing transactions on your platform. How long it will take to bring 50 people? If you have 50 people, put those 50 people on the platform, get to the customers and see what are the sales coming in.
Okay.
Why do you need to do research and all that wastage of time and investment, fundraising? I mean, I'm not saying that you will not get fund, but you, frankly, there's no justification of getting a 1 crore rupees of fund.
Okay.
It's a waste of money for yourself and for the investors also. No investor will invest, frankly speaking. Because I don't see the investment requirements. You still don't have a proof of concept and you want to build an entire platform probably in AI or things like that. Why do you need to do that? How much a stall will cost? Nothing, yeah. I mean, in today's time, there are so many local stalls. And why do you need to go to stalls? There is digital marketing. You're from a creative agency. Run a digital marketing campaign. Once you put up 50 vendors out here, I am telling you, there will be, if you have really a packaging industry vendors or 50 vendors, just put them on a single platform, ask people to come and buy, integrate your payment gateway, have a agreement with the packaging industry guy that we will take up this. If you want, you can give them a pay later option also. Connect with some, if you want, I can connect you with some funding companies on that. I mean, whatever, you can also find it out. There are so many wallets and other things. Otherwise, you do a online model initially, launch another thing. I mean, I really don't understand right now your need of money.
Okay. Okay, then I'll go and make this website on WordPress or whatever possible, and then I'll launch it. I'll see what traction we
You will waste your time and money and energy, frankly speaking, in raising. I'm not saying don't raise funds. Okay, you should raise funds at parallel because no business can scale up without investment. Okay, so just a moment. So you need to understand it very, very clearly that while you're raising funds, you need to give a clear perspective to your potential investor who probably will not even invest 1 crore. They'll be ready to invest 100 crores also. But they should see the returns coming out of it. How will you make money? Are you making money?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are making money.
Okay, how much money you're making? That's a good point if you have.
So what we have thought is, so it won't be like the vendor won't be able to, or the supplier won't be able to contact directly to the each other. We'll be managing the whole marketplace. So with every, let's say from suppliers, with every client that they convert, we are going to take a percentage of it.
And how much percentage? We decided.
Yeah, we have what we have come is 10%.
What is the general market trend?
It's 5
How
to
much
10%.
Amazon, how much India Mart charges?
India Mart charges. India Mart has different charging schemes. First is if someone is signing on their premium account, it directly take money from them.
How much?
For I remember for a year for a premium account they charge 6 to 7 lakhs. I had a talk. I had a talk about this with a vendor, with a supplier in this exhibition also. So he said 6 to 7 lakhs for a premium account.
Okay. So they basically charge on the account basis, not on
Yes.
per transaction basis.
No.
Okay. Now, so if you have done six, you have already some revenues.
On this, no, we don't have anything right.
So when are you planning to generate revenues?
As you
Have
said,
you,
that we
has
can.
you said you have 50 customers, 50 vendors who are
We had
ready.
a talk with 50 people, 50 customers, and they said that they want to see the whole website run, the whole website running, and then they will plan to come on.
Why? So let's say you have got 50 vendors. You have 50 vendors or 50 customers?
Suppliers, not vendors, suppliers.
Sorry, your voice is cracking.
Suppliers,
right?
Yeah.
Now, which is packaging material suppliers. Okay?
Packaging material,
now,
machinery.
Can you go back to? Okay. Can you go back to them and check with them that if I give you the customer, how much you are going to pay it to me?
Okay.
Okay. Or tell them that I will charge 10%. Will you be agree? Sign up some agreements with them. Okay. Sign up some agreements. Second thing, how are you going to get business for them? How are you going to get customers?
So what we are trying to do is we are trying to bring these vendors on a like they can register for free, and they can see who the vendors and who the suppliers, and they can contact them.
They can contact them. Then why will they pay you? If they will directly reach out to
Vendors
them,
are not going to pay us. It's a free model for them, because the more the vendors,
Eight second. Who are suppliers and who are vendors as per you?
Yeah, sorry. The suppliers are who are them who are selling let's say packaged materials, plastics, bottles, machinery to these, and the vendors are FMCG industry.
So let's call them customers. That they are not vendors.
Okay.
They are customers.
Okay. Oh, customers.
Suppliers are your vendors.
Yeah.
First of all, your nomenclature has to change.
Okay.
Now, do you have customers?
We had a talk with 10, but not as of not in a huge number.
Now, what I would recommend is, and this is only a sincere recommendation, list out all those 50 vendors or the suppliers you have already gathered. Talk to them. Tell them that sign up an agreement with them of a revenue sharing percentage.
Okay.
Whoever will sign, whatever they'll sign, you sign that up. Okay.
Okay.
5%. Sign up a 1-year agreement.
Okay.
Okay. So that you know that what is there. Now, basis on that, you let me know. Now, let's say packaging material also. Have you done a basic? After that, you will figure out which is the most important packaging material required in that industry.
Okay. The most important packaging material is those cardboard boxes.
Cardboard boxes. Yeah. So, how many suppliers you have for cardboard boxes?
We had a talk with almost 20 to 25. Not mostly, everyone sells cardboard boxes. If they are selling some, if they are selling glass bottles,
Don't tell me everybody does it. If you're talking about research, then you should have your numbers ready with you. That this much of a volume is going in India, this much of volume is going into this particular FMCG industry, this particular of material is going, this amount is going into this industry. There might be a cardboard boxes, there might be other packaging materials. So what are the different categories of packaging material? In each category, how much volume is going at this point in time? Where are those suppliers which has the maximum amount of packaging material which is going right now? How many vendors you have over there, how many customers you can approach, all of that.
Okay.
Otherwise, how will you make money?
Yes.
You don't have that data right now and you're trying to build up a platform, you will actually waste your money and energy. So don't jump into investing. See, investment looks very good. That okay, you will get investment. हो सकता है कि somebody may invest as well. But it will become a big problem for you to justify. Once an investment is kind of taken and is not done very well, your entire life will be spoiled. Nobody will give you investment. It will take a long time to justify all of that.
Yeah.
So be very careful on this. I think you still need to do a lot of homework. My sincere recommendation is join my program starting next week, because I will tell you exactly the steps of sales, investment, process, technology, what you can do without any investment.
Okay.
And of course, it will make you ready for investment. Because I somehow feel that you are not at all ready for the investment. You don't have a pitch deck, you don't have a business model, you don't know your numbers. You will waste your time with hundreds of investors and everybody will say it is a bullshit, while your idea is pretty good.
Okay.
Okay. So my suggestion is join that. Rest is your call. Because it's not something which I do it very often. This is the first and last live workshop. After that, this all will be converted into a self-paced program.
Okay.
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 Okay. So I think good idea, Ashish. Sorry, Vikash.
Yeah.
But you need to kind of figure out some few of these questions which I have told you. I hope you have written them down.
Yeah.
So if you could do this also in the next 1 or 2 weeks, I think you will be at a much better pace. And before the end of this month, you may crack one customer also.
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't need to focus on hundreds of customers. You focus on 1, 2, 3, 5 customers at a time. Even if you target to complete your 5 transactions, even with a small value, it does not matter how much money you make. What is important is, have you been able to do some sales? So don't keep building your product and product and product. Test the product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, chalo. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thank you.